Hello my beautiful boos, welcome back to my channel. It's JBoo210 aka Jay. In today's video, I'll be telling another paranormal story time. Seeming as I cannot sleep regularly lately, like literally have not been able to have a good night's rest just cause, well, according to TikTok, I am going through a new realm of self-discovery or whatever it's called. But also, I feel like I can see something staring at me while I sleep in the corner of my bedroom. So, with that said, and like, you know, easing my trauma and all that jazz, why don't we talk about shadow people? So if you guys do not know what shadow people are, it's like literally, it looks like the outline of a person, just like standing there. There's no features, no nothing. It's just literally a shadow. That's all you can see. Yeah, I've had multiple run-ins with these shadow people in my lifetime. I'm like, you know what? Why not talk about it? So my first encounter with these shadow people kind of things dates back to my childhood. I can't remember what age I was specifically, but I remember one night I fell asleep in my bed, or I fell asleep either in the living room or I was carried to my bedroom. And this is when we still lived in these red apartments, you guys. I did talk about it in my last paranormal story time. So I woke up in my bed, the lights were off. However, where we used to live, there was like not a busy street, but there was always cars and you can hear the freeway, so there was always something going on. With that said, there was street lights all around us. There was just constant light. So even though it was dark, there was still illumination coming in from the street. So I wake up, and at this age, I'm like afraid of the dark. Spoiler, I'm still afraid of the dark. And I look over to my brother's bed, and I did not see him there. And I'm like, Casey, where are you? I can hear my parents and my brother talking. So there was this wall right next to my bed, and on the other side of that wall was the restroom. So I could hear my brother and my dad talking about something that was going on outside. I could see red and blue lights illuminating on the walls and stuff. I can even hear my mom talking. I think she was in their bedroom. We had a better view of whatever was going on outside. However, you know, my mom, I was sleeping. She didn't want to come and wake me up. To this day, I still do not know what was happening outside. However, when I called out for my brother, he was like, oh, I'm over here in the restroom. And my dad was like, yeah, mijo, he's over here with me. And I'm just there laying in bed, kind of like, trying to go back to sleep. Also try to listen what was going on. Very interested, I just didn't want to get out of bed because, you know, chicken me. I didn't want to get out of bed. I remember just looking down the wall, and there was my little doorway area too. To this day, I swear I saw this thing just kind of like peek in the room. I'm there laying in bed, look down, and here's the wall, and I see hands go like this, and then you just see someone peek around the corner. I'm trying to look for distinct features, trying to see whether it was my dad trying to check up on me, or was it my brother trying to look up on me. And I'm like, Casey? The next thing I remember is this thing's just like this, and it starts to kind of like crouch back out, and I'm like, okay. I'm listening, and I'm like, Casey? And my dad's like, oh, everything's okay, just stay in bed. And that second time I called out for my brother, this thing kind of like just peeks back in like this, like very abruptly, and starts to crawl on the wall. Like, it looks so freaking creepy, you guys. It looked freaky, like, ugh. The best thing that I know to do whenever I'm terrified is just scream my head off. My parents and my brother just come running into the room. They turn on the lights and they're like, what happened? What happened? And I'm like, oh my God, you didn't see that? You didn't see that? And I'm starting to scare my mom because I'm just belligerent. I just kept on repeating, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? And I had this fear in my eyes. And my mom was like, what happened? What happened? And I told her there was something that looked inside the room. It was looking at me. And when I called out for Casey, it just started walking on the walls towards me. And my mom just looks at me like with this face, kind of like she didn't know what to say. And my dad trying to like downplay the scariness, trying to calm everybody down. My dad's like, oh my God, it was your guardian angel. And my mom's like, yeah, that was your guardian angel, mijo. Like, what? And it just freaked me out, and I could not sleep at all. My parents were like, okay, it's time to go back to bed. My brother gets in bed. I'm still wondering what was happening outside, but then they're like, just go to bed. And they're trying to turn off the light. I didn't want them to turn off the light, so they had to like dig up an old night light and they put it at the wall socket by this closet we had. So whatever, at least I had some light. So fast forward a couple years, I'm probably gonna leave one out because there's one occurrence that's really fuzzy to me. So the second occurrence that I remember took place in the house that we moved into. It used to be my grandma's house and we took over. So my parents and my family, everybody, were very nocturnal creatures. Our opinion of bedtime is like, okay, get ready for bed. It's 11:45. It's 12 o'clock midnight. Like, we have sleeping issues, you guys. So the rooms, my parents' room was all the way down this hall. The second room down this hall is my brother's. It was the middle room. It was smaller, but we swapped rooms. The room that he was in, it was bigger. So I wanted to be in there. I was like, you know, I want to be in there. I want to be in there. So they put me in there. My brother was in the middle room. Fine, so be it. So when I was younger, and to this day, I'm a huge gamer. Like, I love my video game. And my brother always had this tendency of coming in my room whenever I was asleep to get my either GameCube or my PS2 or the Sega Genesis, Nintendo. So he would just open the door, try and get the game systems, and not wake me up. However, he would always wake me up. So this one occurrence, I'm asleep and then I wake up to hearing shuffling noises and I immediately think it's my brother. So my room, it was pitch black in there. So my only source of light was this baby blue flip phone. I would charge it all night to have it ready for the next day for school. I looked down my bed expecting to see my brother. However, I see this translucent black circle. It was very odd. It was like a huge black circle. And I used to have this armoire. I had my TV, my game systems and things at the top, whatever. It was kind of like to like the top of the armoire. This thing was huge and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And what I'm seeing is being illuminated from my cell phone. So I reach over to where my nightstand is and I get my glasses and I put them on. When I look, I see a person standing there. It looks like the outline of a person. And I'm like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden, the next thing I remember, it starts like crawling on my bed, very creepy, like super ugly. It still gives me like the goosebumps to this day. I was older at this time, and what's the best thing for me to do? Either book it or scream my head off. And I remember I just screamed bloody murder, like, help me, because I did not know what the heck to do. So then the next thing I know, my bedroom door flings open. My dad runs in with the baseball bat because he thinks that somebody's breaking in. He's like, what's going on? And I'm just there cupping my face, like, oh, scared, like asustado. And my mom's like, what's going on? And I was just crying my eyes out. My mom had to come right next to my bed. She's like, what happened? And I was trembling, like so scared. I remember just like looking at her with these big eyes, like super freaked out. And I'm like, I saw the shadow thing. I think my mom seeing me that scared, it scared her too. So my mom's just like, Camilo, go get the holy water and just bless the room real quick, and then we'll bless the rest of the house tomorrow whenever we have time. This whole occurrence happened around maybe 3 a.m., 3:30 in the morning. So my dad went and got the holy water and started just blessing my room, every corner. And I'm just kind of like breathing heavy. My mom's like, breathe, like we're here. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm just like, I don't want to go to bed. And so I remember just my parents like going back to their room. I had my door open and my mom's like, just don't think about it. I'm like, how am I not supposed to think about this? It just happened. But I understand, like the more you think about something, the more paranoid you get. And I was just very on edge. I just spent the whole night in bed. I had no laptop at this age. I didn't even want to get up to turn off the TV, to use the restroom. I just held it till I could see the sun coming up. My dad had to wake up around like 5 a.m.-ish, 5:30 to get ready to be work by 6. We did not live that far from where he worked. So when he woke up, he's like, no, just go to bed. It's fine. I'm here now. And I fell asleep around maybe like 5:30, 5:45. And then I woke up at 8. Of course, evidently, I didn't go to school. I had no energy. But then I remember my dad coming home from work and then immediately going to their bedroom, getting the holy water again and going outside and blessing the house. So my parents were asking me questions while we were eating, like what did I see? And I tell them like I just saw this big old circle and this person crawling on my bed, and I kept telling them how it was when I was younger. I saw it. And my mom's like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. And to this day, I still don't understand why I'm able to see these like shadow people and why do they always approach me the way they do. It freaks me the hell out. And that's another reason why I can't sleep in the complete darkness. Even if there's somebody next to me, my partner sleeping right next to me, if it's pitch dark, I will stay there laying down, trying to observe and see if I can see in the dark as best as I can, because I am just so freaked out. We recently got night lights, so I have actually 2 in the bedroom. I rather leave the restroom light on, honestly, instead of be like pitch black. There are other occurrences that have happened, however, I cannot remember them right now, but I will post another follow-up video as I remember them. So yeah, that'll be it for today's video, you guys. If you like these videos, please give this a thumbs up. Please comment down below what paranormal occurrences have you had? Have you experienced any shadow people or have seen any shadow people? Also, tweet me at jboo210, subscribe down below, hit that bell icon, and please, please, please stay safe, stay positive, and make positive choices. Until next time, stay safe, my beautiful boos.